Hello everybody. Welcome to another Calypso Cigar Review Quickie. I'm your host Brandon Luna, and today we're smoking something straight from the 2014 IPCPR show, the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill. Very popular cigar at the show. Very much looking forward to smoking it. Give you a little details on this particular cigar. It is a Robusto size at 4 3/4 by 52, Mexican San Andres wrapper, binder and filler Nicaraguan. Listed as medium to full. We'll find out. There's also a great story associated with the name of the cigar. If you know anything about Crowned Heads, they typically associate their cigars with the music genre in some way, shape, or form, like they have the drumstick and all that stuff. So this one is the Jericho Hill. There's a great story about this being associated with a Johnny Cash song called Cocaine Blues. Look it up. Cool story. I'm not going to go into it here because this is a quick review. So just as far as the way the cigar looks, it's a beautiful looking chocolate cigar. And it just looks like a bar of chocolate. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's got some shine to it, a great cap on it, very beautifully packed. It's just a great looking cigar. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a cut and a light, and then I'll give you an update after the first third. Alright, so I'm about to the end of the first third of the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill, and damn, this is a freaking tasty cigar. I'm a real big fan of the Headley Grange, and I'm thinking this is my new favorite Crowned Head so far. I mean, okay, let's get into the flavor profile here. Started off with a little bit of pepper, just a little slight blast of pepper, but all kinds of sweetness. I mean, just on the cold draw alone, very sweet. You almost really don't even get a hint of tobacco. It's just straight up sweetness. But once you light it, man, really sweet and tasty. I'm gonna associate it with like molasses, and that's kind of a memory association because when I was a kid growing up, I would help my grandfather, who was a truck driver. He would haul molasses, so I would get up there and stir the molasses for him, and that smell always hit my nose, and that flavor would get in your mouth, and that's what it tastes like. I mean, it tastes like straight up unprocessed molasses. Very sweet, almost a little metallic, but darn tasty. Very good flavor to it. And there's also kind of a chocolate association with it that kind of comes after, but almost really a creamy butteriness at the end of that first third. So just in the first third alone, the flavor profile changed probably twice. So far very complex. Great burn line too if you look at that. Yeah, so unless this goes like way south in the second or last third, this is going to be a fantastic cigar. I don't see that happening though. They've got a pretty darn good track record with me. So I'm going to give it up to the end of the second third, give you more of an update on the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill. Alright, so I'm about to the end of the second third of the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill, and I gotta say, they knocked it out of the park. Fantastic smoke so far. That molasses flavor that I was getting in the first third kind of trailed away and kind of given way to more of a chocolate note. It's kind of a sweet chocolate note, but on the retrohale you get something a little extra. You get some cedar notes on the retrohale, so definitely retrohale this baby. And if you can retrohale most of it, I mean like a whole lot of it, you'll get a slight rose note at the end, like a floral note. I didn't expect to get that at all, but I'm getting it, and it's fantastic. As far as the overall, flavor profile and body, I would say it's very full flavored because it's got a lot going on, but medium bodied. I don't think it's going to kick your ass. For an experienced smoker, it's going to be medium bodied, maybe almost a little mild. For the new smoker, this is something you can get into pretty easy, and it's not going to really kick your butt. You get a good breakfast in you, a nice cup of black coffee. This would be a great smoke for the morning, midday, evening, anytime really. It just kind of fits all those little ranges. For me, at this point, seriously box worthy. I would buy these and smoke them all day long. They're really good. So I'm looking forward to that last third. I'll give you an update once I get to it. Alright, so I'm back for the last third update, and I'm nubbing the crap out of this thing. Very flavorful. The last third flavor profile shifted a little bit. The molasses is pretty much gone, and now what you're left with is a dark chocolate flavor with a little bit of spice behind it. What this reminds me of, it's like smoking a Ghirardelli dark chocolate brownie. That's what it's like in the last third. Very flavorful. Makes you not want to put it down. Makes you want another one right away. Joshua Child from Cigar Memoir told me something at IPCPR that kind of resonated with me, and he said when he went to Nicaragua, what the people over there talk about is not so much the flavor of the cigar, but how the cigar makes you feel. And I think that's a great way to put a cigar, is how does a cigar make you feel? Some cigars, if they're too strong, make you kind of anxious, make you wonder if you're going to be able to make it through. Some cigars, if they're just right, just make you feel good, and this one makes me feel good. I've gotten some memory recall from the molasses. I've gotten some other flavor profiles that I just really love, like the cedar and that dark chocolate. The fact that this makes me want a Ghirardelli chocolate brownie is awesome. Yeah, all day long with these, I would buy a box. I would smoke them probably in 2 weeks and buy another box. So great job, guys, on this one. I highly recommend it. So definitely check out the Crowned Heads Jericho Hill, and also check out our podcast at all the normal places you can find it: iTunes, Podomatic, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube. We're all over the place. And also, this video is going to come out right before the FDA stops the comment section of the deeming document. If you have not gone there and made your comments yet, please do that. As a cigar smoker, everybody should be making a comment on this thing. We don't want them taking away our cigars. We don't want them making it difficult for cigar manufacturers to get the cigars to us. This is an artisan product. I mean, let's be honest, the only thing that kind of goes along with this would be, booze and wine, and they need to know that. They need to know that this is not a product that they can tear apart and make it difficult for people to get it to us. So go there, make those comments on the FDA deeming document. Do it now. There's only like 30,000 comments. There's a hell of a lot more cigar smokers than that out there. Please make those comments. They cut it off on August 8th. So do your due diligence and do it now. And on that note, it's been great smoking with you. I'm gonna smoke this thing as much as I can.